Hello and welcome to another character deep dive here on Green and Gold Gaming for the Crusade for Myth Drannor. I'm Renegade Paladin, the narrator.
I am Bosheck, the DM.
And I am Lionheart, the player of Lhoris.
And we are going to go over the new addition to the Crusade for Myth Drannor party, Lhoris Eroth. Lionheart, you want to talk about the basic overview of your character?
Yes. So, Lhoris is a star elf from the Circle of Stars, which is a lesser circle under the circle. He is a star elf, obviously, has heterochromia, a gold and purple eye. He is a short, around 68
You can open your sheet.
old,
Yep.
and is currently trying to find his parents, who had gone missing in Myth Drannor.
Now, go ahead.
An excellent reason to join a party attempting to reclaim Myth Drannor. Do go ahead, Bo.
Alright, cool. Doesn't Lhoris have a companion?
He has his baby, Lupin. He is a owlbear.
Yep.
There's Lupin.
Lupin, easily accessible. Yep, an owlbear who's growing every day. We use the stats for the grizzly bear companion from Pathfinder for an owlbear, so Lupin is very mechanically similar to a big old grizness business. However, Lhoris has trained his owlbear to wear some heavier than normal armor than you might see in an animal companion. So he can get all the way up to breastplates and scale mail if they're available to put on the companion.
Yeah, buying armor for a large animal is a problem in itself sometimes, but he can do it.
Indeed, at some point that owlbear will outgrow its current barding, and it'll be a little bit of a chunk of change to get it replaced.
Alright, so I'm trying to get the Star Elf to display in chat, but I guess it's not programmed.
Oh, the difference is for Star Elves that they receive a bonus to Charisma instead of Intelligence, and they are otherwise as normal elves. Their weapon proficiencies are also different.
Okay, well in that case, speaking of Charisma bonuses, we'll go over to the Attributes tab. Lhoris's top stat is Wisdom, as you would expect for a druid, but otherwise he's a Strength build. He likes to melee a lot.
He's not the sharpest tooth in the shark's mouth.
No, he's not that either, and being a juvenile elf, Twindale is very protective of him, but sometimes he'll rush in and get himself in over his head.
The same is said for his sort of adopted older sister, since Real use him as a brother, and I believe he's an honorary member of Clan Blood Fury now as well, is that right?
I mean, we all are.
That's also true.
So yeah, Strength is the second highest stat, 12's in Dex and Con, and Intelligence isn't really dumb. So like 10 isn't dumb, it's just average.
It is below average for an elf.
It is below average for a Moon Elf, but not a Star Elf.
That is correct. So Lhoris is a pretty standard druid.
Okay, now we go over to the Combat tab, where we see two special swords. Vela Karim here comes in later. Actually, so does his first one.
Lhoris, how do you say the name of your blinding sword?
Which one? Oh,
Your first.
Clam Solis.
Great.
That. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was looking at Gaelic or what. So yeah, he's also fond of casting Flame Blade and using that, but other than that, there's nothing particularly outstanding here.
Correct. You don't see claw or bite attacks because one of the modules we use, which is Mighty Morphin mod for Pathfinder 1E, takes care of that on the back end.
Yeah, when he wild shapes, the natural attacks just appear, but he's not wild shaped right now. In inventory, there's nothing really out of the ordinary. He's a druid, of course, so he can't wear metallic armor, so he's got a darkwood breastplate. Other than that, a bunch of consumables, adventuring gear, and arrows. Hopping over to features, obviously he's an animal companion druid rather than a domain druid because he has an animal companion. He's got a melee build, power attack, improved sunder, dodge, mobility, natural spell, and let's talk about Corman Theron Moon Magic, because that's actually really important to how he works.
Yeah.
All right, as a devotee of Sayanine Moonbow, some of your spellcasting power is tied to the phases of the moon. I think as you've informed the party in one of your very first adventures with them.
Yeah, I have his Moon Magic Practitioner trait open so we can see the chart. So during the new moon, his caster level is -1, and during the full moon is +1. And since we're in Faerun on the calendar of Harptos, the full moon is always the 1st of the month, and the new moon is always the 15th, because Selune says so, and that's the way it is. When there's a leap day, the moon just stays full an extra day.
Sure. Now, Lhoris took that trait twice as a house rule trait, and a lot of these give you a bonus feat for taking it a second time, not spreading out, but instead focusing in on something, and that gives him Corman Theron Moon Magic, which is in his feats tab.
Yep, I have it open and we're looking at it. So when casting a spell under Moonlight, his caster level increases by 2. So would that stack with the trait? I believe it would.
Yeah, it's not a trait. So normally if you had two separate traits providing you trait bonuses, you take the higher of the two. But that second trait doesn't give you that text as a trait. It just grants you the bonus feat.
Yeah, and the feat stacks with the trait, so under the full moon he's caster level +3.
Correct.
Which is moderately frightening. Of course it goes down to only +1 when... Well, on the new moon there's no moonlight, so he's still hosed in the middle of the month.
Correct. Those are days for the druid to take off.
At the moment, it's +8.
Oh, well, this takes place a few levels after where the current campaign is, so I believe you've got some... Yeah, your Corman Theron Moon Magic buff is currently active, and your base 6 caster level.
Yep.
Yeah, and down here in Miscellaneous we have our usual automatic bonus progression house rules and his druid boons here, which all of our characters have these abilities that kick in after 2, 4, and 6 encounters.
Correct. These are bonuses granted to you by Willow Rose and the magic of Corman Thor. So as the day goes on, Lhoris gained the ability to do a little bit more damage, regain some resources, and share some of his powers with his allies.
So skills. He's spread out his skill points quite a bit, which the system doesn't usually really reward, but that's okay because it lets you try things.
Correct. Especially putting a point here or there in anything you have a class skill in. And druids are great multi-talented characters because their ability to pick up small niche bonuses through the wild shape ability or their spells let them bolster where they might have just a little bit of a bonus.
Yeah, so speaking of spells, you know it's the druid list. He's got a bunch of standard druid spells, and being a druid, he can prepare anything on the druid list that he wants, so there's not a set list per day.
What are Lhoris's 3 favorite spells? Go.
My favorite spells are currently Snowball, which I have pretty much all the time. Barkskin and Cast Thunder or whatever.
Call Lightning?
Call Lightning, yeah.
Good deal. Any particular reason you're drawn to those spells?
I use them a lot, and they're really good, especially Snowball.
Alright, good call.
I also see Flurry of Snowballs on here. But yeah. So the buffs, like Bless. Bless comes from Torindil on the regular, and the Call Lightning buff here lets him call in lightning while it's active.
Correct. It tracks the uses because the spell does not.
Yes. So I'll just put the biography tab on here so people can read it, and that is basically that for Lhoris. Do we want to go through Lupin now?
Yes, the baby.
Alright, so Lupin is an owlbear, as we discussed at the top, which isn't normally a thing you can do, but we're just using grizzly bear statistics. And you know what? You can refluff things, it's fine. The D&D movie did it, so why not?
Flavor is immutable, is the old adage.
Yes. So, being a bear, he's extremely strong and none too bright. In combat, he bites and claws.
He has
Correct.
claws?
No, from his APB. Representing the wealth that would have gone into a necklace.
Ah, yes, of course. And as we talked about, he has breastplate barding. The druid clause about not wearing metal armor doesn't say anything about your animal companion, funnily enough.
Also correct.
And he's carrying a potion of cure serious wounds. Does he know how to drink that, or is it there for Lhoris to give to him?
I think he knows how to drink it. He knows how to play cards.
With intelligence too, that's impressive.
I think you can get an animal companion to do almost anything with a full round action DC 20 check.
Yeah, that's fair. So he dumped his feats into armor proficiency, and other than that, he just has power attack. And under our house rules, power attack gives a bonus feat, so he has improved overrun from that.
He hits like 2 trucks.
That is correct. He'll hit more when he's bigger.
Stunning Screech. Where'd that come from?
That's an adventure that we haven't made a video on yet.
Oh, right. We'll get to that. I'm sorry.
Picked up a little trick from another owlbear that the party was escorting.
Yes.
That's around 20 adventures.
Yeah, you're gonna be waiting a while on that one.
Yeah, our videos are about 2 years of gameplay behind where we actually are. I have so much footage banked.
Yep.
So skills are limited, as you might expect with that kind of intelligence score, and that is... Oh, that's funny. His biography tab has his 7th level advancement, where we are currently 1 more level before he gets big.
Yep, that won't be the same pace as others, but that's not really a story for here.
No, it's not. So, that's about it for Lhoris Eroth, the Star Elven Druid. Lionheart, you got any closing remarks you want to add?
Lhoris is a really great character, and I like using him, and I hope other people will like him.
Well, we all hope that about our characters and our videos. So thanks for watching. If you enjoy our content, please like, share, and subscribe, and we are signing off.
Hey, have a good game.